Yo, what's up, guys? What is going on? Hope everybody's doing well. Real Madrid versus FC Salzburg 3-0 in what started off as very confusing several minutes because I just couldn't understand how immaculate, how perfect Real Madrid were in their passing. This is before anything was being created, but this is before the goals. This is before the Vinicius chance that was the first opportunity that Real Madrid had, which should have been a goal because that was an easier finish. Should have been an easier finish than the one he actually scored. Really good pass from Bellingham. And Vinicius, I mean, should have done what Mbappe does, opened up, confused the keeper, and you end up hitting the first post instead of the second post. And obviously the keeper ended up blocking that play. Very easy for his standards. Should have been a goal. Like I said, it should have been a goal. So the damn near perfect precision passing, that millimeter, laser-like passing that Real Madrid were doing, just left me speechless. This does not resemble typical Real Madrid. This resembles maybe 2, 4, 5 years ago Real Madrid, but not this Real Madrid. It made me think of Barcelona. If they're going to keep playing like this, and I know they're going to build up on this, hopefully, it's just going to be very interesting when these two heads meet, when Barcelona and Real Madrid meet. It makes me want to subscribe again and watch La Liga games just to see these two go at it head-to-head, especially in the Champions League. I am excited to see both these teams play in the Champions League and see what they got, because nobody better be sleeping on Barcelona. Barcelona are working. They're cooking something up as well. We're just not seeing them like we're seeing right now, Real Madrid and all these other teams. That passing, it left me just confused. I haven't seen them play so well in such a long time. And no, this had nothing to do with the field. This is a football field, an American football field. They were playing as if they were in, I don't know, Wembley. Insane the way this Real Madrid side were combining and linking up. It's just a joy to watch them play like this. I just can't wait. I just can't wait for the Juventus game. I did see the Juventus versus the Manchester City game, by the way. I don't know what Juventus were thinking with that team. There's so many players there that just, I don't follow Juventus, but they were not up for the job. Some of these players seem like they shouldn't be playing for Juventus. A friend of mine was telling me that this is not the Juventus side that was playing the last two games that they actually ended up winning. So I don't know why the manager decided to rest up those players, those supposed starters for Juventus. But Man City also, they were no joke. They're also cooking something up there that I am eager to see. I don't know if they're back, so I don't want to say anything. I want to see more of Manchester City. And obviously I'm going to hold on making any comments until the Premier League starts, because you never know what's going to happen, but they look good. They look good. Everybody looks really good for Manchester City. And so seeing Real Madrid play like this was an actual experience. It was such a joy watching them play like this. I do have some critique of some players like Trent Alexander-Arnold, Vinicius, Arda Güler, Dean Housen. I do think Vinicius had a good game. The only thing was there were like minor, and I'm nitpicking over here, right? There were just times where I think his touch just wasn't there. But we did see glimpses of the old Vinicius, definitely, especially with that goal. That goal, like I said, that goal was a lot harder than the first opportunity that he had at the beginning of the game, which he should have scored. That goal, and with the help of Gonzalo Garcia, which I did not see him in the screen. I don't know why they were like choosing to show this like very narrow angle, but helped them out because it was a 2v1 from the angle that I was watching. I couldn't understand why the other defender didn't just stick his leg out and take the ball away from Vinicius. But Gonzalo Garcia did help him out in allowing him to have more space to be able to move. And the shot, very low to the ground, nothing the goalkeeper could have done. Absolutely quality of a finish from Vinicius. And there was minor, like always, I think it was just once where he was complaining of a foul that wasn't there, but besides that, again, he was phenomenal. Just little things here and there at times with the passing and the controlling that I saw, especially inside the 16-yard box. I think it was a Fran Garcia pass that he gave him. I could say that it was too hard of a pass, and there was nothing he could have done, but I still think someone of his quality should be able to bring that ball down easier. Arda Güler, that's your guy. That he just needs to play more. I hope he starts every game. You could tell the times where he kind of lacked some confidence in some of the plays that he made. Thibaut Courtois passed to him in the middle that he had more than enough time to be able to do something better. Ends up getting dispossessed, a shot at goal. Thankfully, Courtois was able to save that goal. And another time in a breakaway where I think he was feeding Gonzalo, or maybe it was Vinicius, and I felt like he knew better, but he just felt rushed. I felt that he succumbed and gave into the pressure and just being a little bit too rushed, and it was very easy interception from Salzburg. Just little stuff like that with Dean Housen touching the ball back, knowing that his marker is in back of him, and the most that he does is take like a step to the left, which he thought was gonna like displace his defender, the guy that's like right behind him. And you see Dean Housen at the end telling him like, hey, like open up, don't just stay there and wait for me to pass you the ball. You had another Salzburg player on the line that was gonna close in on both of them and take the ball away. So little stuff like that here and there that I thought like Arda Güler, Vinicius, Trent Alexander-Arnold could have done a lot better. So it's just little things like that that I think these players need to refine and work on. But besides that, I thought everybody was great. Everybody Everybody was great from Real Madrid. But there was also in the second half the introduction of Dagim and Gerrard. When they came in, that whole attack changed for Salzburg, and Salzburg had more than enough chances to be able to climb back up, because at that point, this was before the third goal, it was 2-0, and they could have gotten back into the game. They absolutely could have gotten back into the game. They had plenty of opportunities, a corner, a shot from outside. This guy, the game had 2 occasions, one where he just turned Tchouaméni inside out, had a shot. Thankfully, Courtois was able to take care of that. They had a good number of chances to get back into this game, at least a 2-1, and who knows what would have happened with the 2-2. Still, Real Madrid played nothing short of extraordinary just from the touching. You saw something different there, and I'm very curious to see what Xabi Alonso does when he gets all the pieces into place, when he gets all the players that he wants. I'm very interested in seeing what's going to happen with this Real Madrid side. Really good gameplay from Real Madrid, the goal from Vinicius, the assist from Vinicius to Valverde, and the goal. Everything was great from this Real Madrid side, and I'm looking forward to more. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.